to Easy 3 Sport Production. I'm your host Subtles, and today we'll be recapping the game between the New York Knicks and the Utah Jazz. Let's get it. It's always something when it comes to the Knicks. It's always something. The Knicks last night lost to the Utah Jazz 108-94, and it was a tale of two halves. I swear, it looked like JEKYLL and HYDE. Like, they came out firing in the first half. They went into halftime up by 13. We were looking good. Even towards the end of the third, even though the Jazz had came back, we were still only up by one. And then in the fourth quarter, the gas tank was on empty. They couldn't do anything. And the defense broke down, and the Utah Jazz took advantage of it, and they ended up winning their 9th straight game, putting us on our 3-game losing streak to end the West Coast swing. It was bad. It was bad, but if I have to blame one person, I gotta say this is on Tibbs. This is 100% on Tibbs. The way that his rotations were going and the way he was subbing people in and out, it didn't make no sense. It didn't make no sense. His number one issue last night was Austin Rivers. There is no reason why Austin Rivers should have started the third quarter on that bench. No reason why. This man was 10 for 10. 25 points in the first half. In the first half alone. You do not sit that man whatsoever. If he made him go out there still shooting just to stay hot for the halftime, I would have been good with that. But starting the third quarter, then you bench him, you're going to get him cold. And that's exactly what happened. He scored 0 points in the second half after having that explosive first half. And everything just went downhill. You do not keep a guy that's that hot. You don't keep him out. That makes no sense. You're supposed to ride the hot hand until you can't go no further. Point blank, period. Tibbs messed up on that rotation. And I don't know what was going on in the second half. I don't know what Tibbs said to him in the locker room, but it seemed like everything changed. Now, I got to give it up to the Jazz because they did switch up the defense, and it did confuse the Knicks. It did really get to the core of what our problems really was, a la the pick and roll. But at the end of the day, we look like two different teams out there. I mean, they completely shut out RJ Barrett, and I'm not even talking about the Jazz players. I'm talking about our own team. They didn't even pass this man the ball. He played 40 minutes and had 17 points, and he was very efficient, but they just shunned him out. And I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Alec Burke was having a horrendous game. He couldn't hit water if he fell out of a damn boat. But yet, he's still taking shots. Julius Randle, I don't know what's been going on with him. I mean, he started out the season so good. I don't know, he just reverts back to his old self, and he just goes back to playing kind of like bully ball instead of being the finesse point forward that the Knicks fan base has really come to love within this short amount of time. He just reverts back to his old ways, and he didn't have a good game. It was just overall just bad. The wheels just fell off, and especially in the fourth quarter. And you couldn't do that to a team like Utah because, one, they came in here with an 8-game winning streak. 2, we beat them the last time, and they was looking for revenge. So they've been the best team in the NBA within these last 10 games. You can't do that to this kind of team. They are contenders. They were ready to get to the Western Conference Finals this year. That's what their goal is. You can't make those kind of mistakes. Mitchell Robinson, oh man, he just got dominated. He got dominated by Gobert. And if this is what we're trying to turn Mitch into, a Rudy Gobert, he needs to go back, look at the tape, and look exactly what Rudy Gobert was doing to him, because he was absolutely killing him. Rudy Gobert ended up with 17 points, 18 rebounds, and not one play was called for him. He was just grabbing boards left and right, offensive rebounds. It was everything. He was just dominating whoever the Knicks put in front of him, and it was bad. It was bad. Now, this West Coast swing, as I was saying before, it was tough. It's been really tough for these guys, but they come out of this 1-3, and for this last loss, it was bad. I mean, this was. I can't even really express how I really feel, because that'll just be me knocking the camera over, being all mad, just going on a rant. But Tibbs needs to be able to adjust. He truly does. And for the love of God, take Peyton out. For the love of God, take Peyton out. There's no reason Peyton should be out there at all. Quickly was getting killed by Conley. I understand that. But he's a young player. He's supposed to get killed. He's supposed to go out there and take his lumps. He's supposed to go out there and build that toughness. He needs to understand, and he needs to be able to adjust his game for these savvy veterans. He's a young player. Let him learn on the job. And he just took quickly out, put Peyton in. Peyton is not the future of this franchise. Peyton does absolutely nothing to help this team win. Why is he continuously in the lineup? If you don't know, I do not like Elfrid Payton being on this team whatsoever. Like, please just get rid of him. Put Quickly in. This has been a long time coming. Quickly has earned that spot. Put Payton on the bench, and let's keep moving forward. Alright, now the next game is Cleveland. Hopefully we can get back on track, but it's got to be some changes, man. You got to adjust. And the players just got to play better, point blank, period. And this has been a Subtles recap for Easy 3 Sport Production. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and also share the video. Sharing is caring. Help the channel grow. Until next time, I'm out.